Money and financial security have become a major concern when it comes to dating. They don't want to go to this Cheesecake Factory and Applebee's no more. The U.S. and China have agreed on the framework of a trade deal. Jane King is at the New York Stock Exchange with those stories and more in today's Morning Business Report.
Good morning. Top trade negotiators for the U.S. and China said they came to terms on a range of items. This sets up a meeting between President Trump and China's President Xi later this week. A Chinese official said the two sides reached a preliminary consensus on topics including export controls, fentanyl, and shipping levy. Treasury Secretary Scott-Bessent said Trump's threat of 100% tariffs on Chinese goods is effectively off the table. China will make substantial purchases of U.S. soybeans, according to Bessent as well. Well, meantime, President Trump said he is imposing an additional 10% tariffs on imports from Canada. The move is in retaliation for what the president says is a misleading TV ad featuring former President Ronald Reagan criticizing tariffs. Trump blasted Ontario for waiting until the first two games of the World Series to pause the ad. Stocks closed at new highs on Friday. The Dow jumped 472 points and closed above 47,000 for the first time ever. Inflation numbers were released on Friday. What is going up in price? At-home care for elderly and people with disabled prices soared 7% in September, marking the highest ever monthly increase for that category. Admission to sports events rose by 3.7%, and airline fares were higher by almost 3%. Well, nearly 1 in 3 singles born between 1997 and 2012 admit they've gone on a date just for the free meal. The Intuit survey found money is increasingly shaping relationships, from date night budgets to deciding who pays the bills. Overall, 51% of Americans said they're dating less due to the economy, with Gen Z hit the hardest. Yet many are redefining a good date around affordability and creativity. From the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Jane King with your Morning Business Report.